Good morning. So our Cybertruck actually has been leaking water in the one area that's pretty crucial that you would think almost should be protected. So we're going to take it to Tesla service. Even though Tesla says that this area is not supposed to be waterproof, I think from the pictures I'll show you guys, I think that this area it should be more waterproof than what it actually is. We did have a couple storms recently, and my entire bed was completely soaked. And so that is the area which there actually has been a couple different like service bulletins for like the slats on the top and everything. And so we're going to take it to Tesla service this morning. We've got an appointment. Hopefully they can get it fixed. And what's interesting is that with this Tesla service appointment, they're also going to clean this front camera that's up here as well, and maybe check on some other things because, you know, at the end of the day, it still is a Cybertruck and a lot of things can go wrong. So we're gonna head into the Tesla service point and give you guys an update on how it's actually going. The Cybertruck bed is not supposed to be waterproof. Like that's what Tesla states. Even when I scheduled the appointment like 3 weeks ago, they even said that the bed was not supposed to be waterproof. But when I was driving recently through like a rainstorm, or I guess when it was raining, there was a lot of water in the bed and everything got soaked. And since then, there's been a couple different service bulletins. I did a little bit of searching on the forums, and of course I'll paste maybe links to them down below or maybe show them on the screen so you guys can see like what all the different ones entail. And it's really just rechecking and maybe adding a slat or maybe even adding like a rubber piece. There's a lot of people that have added like aftermarket rubber pieces from like Amazon, but I don't know if I wanted to go that route just yet because, you know, when you add stuff like that to an area that's effective, you might be, you know, destroying or killing the warranty. Other people have said that once they take it to Tesla service has been able to fix it and, you know, they'd be on their way. So I figured I'd schedule an appointment, make sure or let Tesla take a look at it and see if there's anything that needs to be addressed and then move from there afterwards. But at least give Tesla service a shot. What's also cool is that they're cleaning the camera on the Cybertruck, which is an $80 service. I think they do this for free whenever you bring it into service. And hopefully all of this will be a warranty check, so I don't have to pay for any of the, hopefully, fingers crossed. And this service center is one of the newest ones and a massive one as well. So just dropped it off now, and I guess I had the wrong bulletin because I think where I think it's leaking water is at the top of the bed channel, where they said that the bottom area with the TSB, the service bulletin that I sent, has already been fixed. So they're going to do a water ingress test at the top of the Cybertruck to see if water will go into the bed. So really cool to see that they're actually going to be going through the test and not just shooing me away. Also, they gave me a loaner and it is a Model S, which is really nice. No Cybertrucks though, but it's okay. I'm good with the Model S. It also has like 29,000 miles. But what's really cool is that once I got into the Model S, they told me that there's no more keys anymore for loaners. You just have to sync it via the Tesla app, and which I really feel like is a nice change, nice addition, because having a key is kind of like super annoying. So this is really cool to be able to do this. As far as how long this service appointment is going to take, it's either going to be done by later today or even tomorrow. So fingers crossed we'll get our Cybertruck back. And of course I did have to clear the whole bed, and I was also a little bit worried on some of the parts we had on the Cybertruck, but I think it's going to be okay. But you never know. Sometimes when you have too many aftermarket parts, they don't like working on your Cybertruck. So we'll check in a little bit. It's a few days later, and I forgot to give a recap on what they actually did. So they checked this slat because there's no gap. They fixed that last time, and pretty much that's what the bulletin is, and so we're good to go there. They did do a water ingress test, and I verified that it's just because there was water in my bed afterwards because they tested it. Not as much water, but I guess they tested this area because that's where I feel like the water is actually going from here all the way to the bottom. There's a lot of people on the forums that actually buy like a rubber piece to fill this area. You can see there isn't necessarily a gap, but when I open the tonneau cover, I really feel like there is a gap underneath there. But they did the test, and I guess it is approved or compliant within their specifications underneath. So pretty much that is about it, and that kind of concludes my experience with taking the Tesla Cybertruck to Tesla service. I think there is a rainstorm that's coming up in the next few days. I'm going to see how that goes with the Tesla Cybertruck, and if it doesn't help, then I'm probably going to buy that 3M tape from Amazon. I'll paste a link down below as well so you can take a look at it and see if that fixes the problem in the future.